What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Boom Beach video. Today we got every single troop versus an all cannon base, and I know there's going to be a lot of requests for defenses down below, and some of them we've probably already done, so I will link a playlist in the third line of the description of all the every single troop versus bases we've done, so make sure you guys check that out after. And it is approaching the end of the month when people need to renew their boosters and buy some diamonds, so make sure you guys get our code Cosmic plugged in. Best way to help us creators out. But anyway, let's hop into the first battle. So whenever I do these, I'm a little confused on what I want the rules to be on, if I can use GBE or heroes, and I think I decided that I will use GBE, but I will not use heroes except for one troop, and we'll show you guys that one later. But I am going to use GBE for this video today, and I think a lot of it is going to be just trying to BART down some cannons, because we're going to lose so many riflemen here. There's no point in using medkits because they one-shot the riflemen, but let's get some critters down, distract them, and then let's so barrages are cheap right now, so we're gonna deploy a couple of those and start taking out some of the layers behind, and then hopefully we can get to that point where we can throw a flare and camp in a chill spot where there's no cannons and hopefully take it out. So I think in my last one, when I did all sniper towers, I believe was my last one, I didn't use energy. Actually, I think it was rocket launchers I did last time. I'm not sure. Check out the playlist if you want to see. Shameless plug. But I think we're going to be able to take out this first one. Not much health left on the HQ. I could probably just flare our rifleman there. And we are going to be 1-0. Let's go. Good job, rifleman. I'm a little bit surprised. There's a lot of cannons picking you off. We did lose 147 of you, or knocked them out, because you can't actually have troops die in the Hammerman base. But let's move on to the heavies. This is gonna sound super nerdy, but when I was like designing the base on the Hammerman base builder website, the song, like, I've listened to it before, but I actually had my headphones on this time and turned up, and I thought the music was actually really good. So I'm probably gonna clip that and put it in the background of this whole video. But I was actually vibing to it. It's Sunday morning right now, and I thought it was cool. Well, actually, it's afternoon, but I was designing this in the morning, and I thought it was pretty cool music for Sunday morning. Hyped me up a bit to do this video. But let's get some shock bombs out. Our heavies are doing a great job, although I don't think they really have a chance, and we're almost out of energy. I think the way we take this out is by trying to BART down some of the cannons over here and then flaring our heavies so they are not like totally exposed to every single cannon. We need to clump them up. I probably should have done that a long time ago, but we got a barrage out and we have an intruder alert. But let's try and take out some more cannons here and possibly take out this base, although it's looking pretty doubtful with the amount of heavies left. They don't do that much damage, and it looks like, yeah, we got pretty far. We took out like the whole right side of the base, and about half the HQ health, so almost 50% complete. If I had Dr. Kavan, I probably could have beaten that, but we're gonna move on to the zookas. Yeah, when kind of opening up the like rules in the comments last video, I was asking you guys what you like. There's a lot of people saying try your hardest to beat it, and I think that means we have to try Smoky zookas, although I don't know where I'm really gonna flare them. I didn't boost up any statues for today either, so we don't have that much GBE, but let's clear out a couple cannons here, because once we get to the HQ, it's gonna be no problem. But there we go. We got a barrage artillery out, clear up a little bit of space to park our zookas, and then we are just gonna get our zookas placed down. And I almost placed the hero, but we didn't, so it's okay. And then we are gonna just throw a couple smokes. We gotta be a little bit conservative with the energy here, but we should be good. Let's get them flared to that spot. And now it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a decent run. Running through defenses sometimes can get messy, but they are single file in two different lines, and I'll take that. And it looks like we will be able to get to our spot all safe with 50 energy left, which is really good. I'm happy about that. And now we just gotta wait for our max level smoke to wear off. There we go. Throw that flare, throw a couple boxes of critters, some shock bombs, and this base is done. Not even boosted up, and they one-shotted the HQ. And next, we got another Smoky strat because warriors are next in line. I know I already plugged it, but if you haven't checking out the name of this base, check in that top left corner there. I wonder what I'm implying, but let's get our warriors to the HQ. Let's see how we do this. We're gonna throw 2 smokes on the beach. That should be enough. We might lose a couple cannons, but that's all right. Looks like they, oh man, we were very late on that smoke, and we got to get a top one too. I think they would have peeked out, but now we are chilling. Let's get a flare onto that HQ. And did I place I placed bullet down, didn't I? Is that an automatic loss? I didn't mean to click him down. You gotta be kidding me. How'd I forget? How'd I accidentally do that? I just won't use his... we can predict the results. We can... Yeah, I'm actually pretty shaken. I threw a bullet. I know it's not that big of a deal. We would have been able to take it out regardless, but that feels like cheating. And yeah, we're just gonna move on to the next troop and hope we don't throw the hero down. It is time for the tanks. If I drop the hero down, it's an automatic loss, but I don't think I'll do it. Let's be precise. There we go. Got them all down, and I don't know really what to think about this. I kind of wish tank life leech was a boost in the tribes rather than, well, what is it, rifleman life leech, because then it would be a lot easier this base. But as you know, cannons are pretty lethal towards tanks, which is gonna be interesting. But we might have enough tanks to take it out. If this was an all boom cannon base, I might be singing a different song here, but let's get a couple more shock bombs out. Not having my GBE boosted up at all, it kind of hurts, and also the troop health as well. But I do have a lot of just troop base health without boosted because I got a lot of guardians down. But looking at this, we actually have a pretty good chance at taking this out. We're gonna collect some more energy, kind of get that arc that they always create, where they slowly make their way to the outside, but you don't want them working too far to the outside there. And as soon as I kind of feel like right now, we're gonna throw that flare, group them up in the top right-ish. Well, that's kind of middle right, but eventually they'll get to the top right, and we're just gonna spam some barrages down, some artillery, and we're essentially gutting this base, and we're gonna be able to take it out. And that kind of bodes well for our next troop. I think our next troop is Scorchers. I always forget the order of troops, but I think it's Scorchers. We'll see if I'm correct. And I've done these quite a bit, so it's kind of embarrassing. I don't know the exact order of troops and how they're unlocked, but able to take it out. We're doing considerably well. We've only lost the heavy battle, which is that's pretty nice. But let's move on to the next troop. I was way off. Scorchers aren't even next. They're in 2 troops, or they're like second troop in line now. They're in the hole, but yeah, this is the battle we're using bullet in. I saw a comment, and I don't know how I didn't think of this, but when I use all medics, usually I just throw them down. People get mad if I don't do that. They're like, use medics with bullet. And I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do that. So we're going to get bullet down. We got energy drink, of course. Now, the question is, do I use energy drink? Yes, I can use energy drink, but it's going to be difficult. We've already lost a few medics. This is just going to take forever. That's the difficult part about this, I think. And Bullet's almost dead, so we're going to put some energy in him, and we are just going to throw some artillery, try and clean up some of the cannons. He's losing quite a bit of health here. And I think a big part of this attack is we're going to need some energy to take out the HQ, because Bullet does damage, but I don't know about by himself he does damage. Especially going through an all cannon base. But we just got to make sure. If you couldn't tell, the reason I was throwing, or I'm taking out the ones near the HQ is so I can almost double dip with the damage there with the artillery. We got an energy drink pop, but we want to move him up there. I did not throw a flare, so we want to move him up, and let's throw a smoke on the medics. We've lost so many medics. They should just be standing behind Bullet. Oh no, we're gonna lose so many more right here. This battle's coming to an end. I can feel it. just because we have like no energy for an energy drink, and that sucks. Our medics are doing a great job, but it's just not enough, and he's gonna get taken out here very shortly. The finishing blow, down bullet goes. He did, I want to say he did a great job, but a lot of that was just me barting down some of the buildings. I should have saved it up for energy drink. Mistakes, but now we get to move on to the next troop. Oh my. Grenadiers, I am like 50% confident with you right now, but I know you might get taken out on the beach here. Do they outrange cannons? I think they do, but some of them just step up because they can. And they do die, which is pretty sad, but we're gonna get a shock onto those front cannons. Did we lose any on the run-up? No. Let's go. I thought that cannon would pick one off for sure. I'll take it, but now we just gotta make sure they stay out of range of the cannons. There we go, get that shock bomb. We're saving even one from being lost, but okay. I say that and then one steps into range because they're probably targeting one behind. Quite sad, but we just gotta make sure. Okay, why am I throwing critters? I know that's stupid. As soon as I threw it, I was like, okay, the Grenadiers just take it out. But it was a distraction to the cannons for like a split second, so worth it, question mark. But let's just pile barrages onto the HQ. Let's speed it through, and finally we get to move on to the Scorchers, which is going to be painful because I do not have my GVE boosted. So we're only going to be able to place a few, but they're Scorchers. They're going to completely demolish this base. Alrighty, let's get them placed down. It looks like we can place 5 boats. I almost said 6, but math is easy, right? And then essentially what we're doing is saving up the energy so we can place the extra Scorchers now, which we might lose a couple in the process of doing that I would be able to save by throwing like shocks and all that. But we can get the rest of our Scorchers down. I don't know why I was holding on to it. Didn't realize. But let's get some barrages out. That should do a good amount of just splash damage. Weaken the cannon so our Scorchers can... Our Scorchers are terribly low health. Are you kidding me? I thought they would just stomp this base. What is going on? They are, but like, we just gotta make sure the Scorchers stay alive. At least a couple, because, yeah, we took out this base pretty quick. Or, it's not taken out yet, but look at how low all of our Scorchers are. There's only a couple with mid health there. I guess there was one that was like 100% HP, but it was probably the final one I placed down. But Scorchers, great job. Now we gotta move on to the troop nobody likes, Cryoneers. Let's hop into it. I'm not even gonna help them out with energy. I despise that. I don't even have them in a single preset, not even a boat of them. So we're just gonna let them walk up, slow the cannons a bit, and we're just gonna see if they can even like work together and take out one cannon. It might happen in the second level, but also they're doing no damage here. Usually I'd help out with energy, but let's get through it. I want to see what the Bombardiers can do next, and finally the Mechs. But the only thing they're good for is slowing the attack down, because they slow the buildings, they slow the cannons, so then they fire less frequently, and 2 remain. I guess it was 3, but down it goes. You guys, you did great. Let's just say you did great. Moving on to the Bombardiers. I want to know what your favorite troop in the Every Troop Versus series is to watch. Honestly, for me, it's the Mechs, which is interesting because usually by then I'm pretty fatigued when it comes to making these videos, and I will hate on the Mechs, but as of recent, I love the Mechs. They are just fun to watch. They surprise me almost every time, and I love them for that. But let's get our Bombardiers down. They got tons of range. What are they doing? You gotta spread out your every single one of them fired onto a single cannon, and let's see. It takes like 2 to take. It takes 2 firings to take out a single cannon. Why are you compiling all your That's my fault, for the record, because I clumped them all together on the landing. But the goal was to clear out an area so they can just sit behind, and you guys can see right now their range is incredible, and now it's just a matter of time before they get taken out. Before they take out the base. What am I saying? And we're just going to collect energy, and as we do that, just throw barrage and artillery on the HQ to speed up look at that. Oh my goodness. Barrage and artillery do quite a bit of damage. I wish you could add ice statues to Hammerman Base Builder, because then you could make quite more difficult bases. Although, Like, when you look at some of the bases on the build, they're almost impossible. Like, oh my goodness. But let's finish it off with barrages here. Yes, down it goes. Great job, Bombardiers. I can't even see you. I assume, yeah, I can barely see you there, but you blend in with the destruction of the cannon. So, is that a strategical advantage? It could be. Do we have a preset with Mechs? No, sadly. Alright, Mechs, I'm doubting you for this battle. I doubt you every single time, and you always surprise me. So pull another rabbit out of your hat. Let's see what we can do. Place in almost all of them down. 6 energy short, sadly, but as soon as we take out that first line of cannons, we will be able to get it out. And now let's get a box of critters on the left, a shock on the right, get some traction, get some energy, and we should be able to take you out. It all like depends on, like, usually I can determine if a troop's gonna take it out by just like the landing there, and I think they're gonna be able to take it out. Like, that was a great landing. They got through the first cannons. We were able to place almost all the mechs down. If you had to split up into 2 groups, if I was only able to place 4 boats down, then we might be in some trouble, but we're able to get 7 and the 8th one down shortly after. But let's get some barrages, artillery onto the HQ, and looking at this, why did I even doubt? Why? I've only lost 2 so far. Oh my gosh, they just obliterated it. But a lot of them are kind of like the Scorcher battle, where they're hanging on by a thread here. Thread of health. But there we go, able to take it out. And which troops weren't able to do it? Bullet with the medics, the short-term memory loss. It wasn't a problem until right now, but we lost with the heavies. Cryoneers, obviously. Medics. Did Grenadiers lose? I don't think so. I guess I'll have to watch that back. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I think I really only have mortars or machine guns left. Let me know if you guys even want to see that. I'll probably do it eventually, but we'll see when. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.